Okay, so Fleming's right-hand rule. Fleming's right-hand rule, apa dia punya apa tuh? Mana sudah tuh ada kasih? Okay, this one. Fleming's right-hand rule. In page 157. So before this, kalau Fleming's left-hand rule, your thumb is pointing force, your index finger is pointing the magnetic field, and your middle finger is pointing the direction of current. But for this subtopic electromagnetic induction, we don't have current, means we don't have battery, but we produce induced current. We produce induced current by relative motion. As long as there is a motion, it will be able to cut the magnetic flux and will produce the induced current or induced EMF. Okay, so the only difference here is between the yang left-hand rule and also right-hand rule is the label for the thumb. Okay, kalau yang left, it represent force, but for right-hand rule, Fleming's right-hand rule, it represent the motion of the wire, whether it is going up, down, left or right. Okay, so itu dia punya motion. Now let's go back to the page. Ini ya, this one. Page 152. Okay, so based on this diagram here, figure 4.18, it shows magnets are stationary while conductor is moved. Now, can you please use your Fleming right-hand rule to verify whether the direction of the current is correct or not? Coba buat. Your thumb is pointing upwards, representing the motion, okay? And your index finger, it is pointing to the left, north to south. So your middle finger is pointing the direction of the current. Ngam kan? Pointing direction of the current. Okay, so now look at the deflection on the galvanometer. Look at the deflection of the galvanometer. It is pointing where?
To the left.
Yeah, it is pointing to the left hand. Is it correct? You know, pointing to the left. Okay, so one thing that I got from the discussion group is the function of the galvanometer. Maybe you can write this one down. A function of the galvanometer. So you write this one down. Function of galvanometer. Function of galvanometer is to measure the direction of the electrons. Okay, electrons. What is the charge of an electron?
Negative.
Okay, electrons, the charge is negative. Negative charge. So it usually is attracted to where? Attracted to negative terminal or positive terminal?
Positive.
It will be attracted to the positive terminal. For current will flow from positive terminal to negative terminal, correct? So we put here kan current flows from positive terminal to negative terminal. So galvanometer, kamu letak sana kan, kalau galvanometer, it flows from negative to positive terminal. Okay, it is the opposite. It is the opposite. So that's why in figure 4.18, the deflection of the galvanometer is pointing left. Okay, it is pointing left because it follows the direction of the electron flow, which is opposite the direction of the current flow. So as you can see in the diagram, in this figure here, yang pink arrow itu adalah representing the current flow, which is from positive to negative. So the deflection of the galvanometer represent the electron flow, which is from negative to positive. So that's why it is deflected to the left. Okay, itu boleh paham the concept? Okay, make sure you write that one down. You write this one down, because this one is very important. Okay, next, the figure below. What about this one? This figure, the magnets are moved while the conductor is stationary. Now, why is the deflection of the galvanometer is pointing to the right? Can you explain why? You compare the figure yang the first one. Kalau yang di bawah tu, why is the deflection of the galvanometer pointing to the right? Any idea? Because of current direction, no, actually itu current tu is induced when there is a movement. So it all depends on the movement, either a movement of the conductor, not the movement of the magnet. Coba oke ya, kita ulang balik. Yang ni yang first one, the conductor is moving. The conductor is moving and the direction is going upwards. So if we use our Fleming's right-hand rule, your thumb is pointing up, your index finger is pointing to the left, so your middle finger is pointing the direction of the induced current, which is represented by the pink arrow. This one is correct. Okay, ini yang conductor dia moving and the magnet is stationary. Now for the second figure sini, the conductor is stationary. The conductor is stationary, but the magnet is moving upwards. So in this case, kan, we are still referring to the movement of the conductor when determining the direction of the induced current. So actually, bila itu magnet, dia bergerak naik ke atas, the conductor, where is it moving? Even though it is stationary, but in the magnetic field, it is moving as if it is moving downwards. Betul? Even though they're stationary, but when we lift the magnets upwards, it seems that the conductor is moving downwards in the magnetic field. So itu yang kita ambil into consideration. We assume that this conductor is moving downwards in the magnetic field. Yang tu green lines tu kan, itu adalah magnetic flux or magnetic field. So when you move the magnet upwards, it seems that the conductor is moving downwards. So now when you use your Fleming's right-hand rule, coba check. Is it correct? The direction of the induced current, yang the pink arrow. Is it correct? Is the direction correct? Guna Fleming's right-hand rule. Your thumb is pointing downwards. You follow yang itu blue arrow, the one I have drawn. And your index finger is pointing left. So your middle finger is pointing the direction of the induced current. Yang itu pink arrow. Ngam kan? Ngam. All right. So, like I said just now, the deflection of the galvanometer is pointing the direction of the electron flow. So it is always opposite the direction of the current. So macam ni nak kan, first direction of current is to the right. Okay, kalau kita tengok sini kan, we use the pink arrow lah. The direction of current is to the right. So the deflection of the galvanometer, which represent the electron flow, is pointing the opposite direction, which is to the left. Okay. Yang second figure, we have determined that the direction of the induced current is following this path to the left. Okay, based on Fleming's right-hand rule. So it is pointing to the right. To the left. So the deflection of the galvanometer ini, it is pointing in the opposite direction from the induced current punya direction, which is pointing to the right. It is always opposite. Boleh? This one okay? Okay, bagi tahu kalau kamu bingung, because
Teacher. Yeah.
Okay, who was talking just now?
Yes,
Faiz.
This one apa?
Yang mana?
This one.
First kah second?
This one and this one.
Okay. The direction.
Bukan yang, is it this one the first one? This one. Is it the first one? So I bingung about this part.
Oh, yang itu function of galvanometer punya direction tu. Okay,
Yeah.
so dia punya basic sini kan, current flow. Okay, current flow, we know that the current flow is always from positive to negative. Okay, current flow from positive to negative. Okay, from positive to negative. Ini. So yang tu galvanometer, the galvanometer, it shows the direction, the deflection shows the the electron flow, which is opposite the current flow. So kalau itu current is from positive to negative, so the galvanometer punya deflection will be the opposite. Which is from negative to positive. Ataupun paling senang sini kan mau ingat, itu galvanometer is always pointing to the positive terminal. Always pointing to the positive terminal, ataupun from where Tidak juga kalau sini. Nanti kamu bingung pula kalau cikgu cakap begitu. Paling penting adalah to make you easy to understand. Itu saja. You determine first where is the current flowing. After you have determined the current flow, then it is easy for you to determine the deflection of the galvanometer, which is opposite. So macam yang ini Nani, ini case kan yang second punya apa tu diagram. So you have determined dia punya direction of current flow. Sana kan? Yang itu pink punya arrow itu. So itu galvanometer punya deflection will be the opposite, which is to the right. Because galvanometer, it shows the direction of the electron flow, which is opposite yang itu current. Even though dalam ini diagram, we can see that di sini positif, di sini adalah negatif. So actually it doesn't matter whether it is positive ataupun negative. So it all depends. It all depends on the movement of the conductor in the magnetic field. Itu dulu yang kita mau tengok to determine the direction of the induced current. Okay?
Okay, teacher, understand.
Boleh sudah? Alright.
Boleh, sir.
Okay. So kita teruskan di sini. Next page. So ini so this was shared by one of the teachers lah in the physics group. So actually apa yang I just explained just now is the same lah. So based on this one, this diagram also. Okay, dia bagi tahu sini based on this diagram, if the conventional current coming through the red terminal, okay, from positive lah kan, from positive to negative, the galvanometer will deflect to the right. Maksudnya yang ni dia punya deflection, it will be deflected to the right, pointing the positive terminal. The second one, yang sana B itu, if current coming through black terminal or the negative terminal, galvanometer will deflect to the left. Jadi yang ini, it will deflect to the left. Ngam, kada cakap tu. Salah. Ya, betulan ni nah. Cikgu yang salah label, sorry. Ini ya. Dia bilang it will be deflected to the left. This one deflected to the right. Ya, samalah macam yang tu diagram tadi tu. Okay. Okay, kalau ini, next page dia, page 153. Page 153, when a bar magnet is moved towards or away from the solenoid, the turns of the solenoid cut the magnetic field lines. So as long as there is a movement, so it will be able to cut the magnetic flux, and induced current will be produced, or induced EMF will be produced. Okay, electromagnetic induction occurs and an EMF is induced across the solenoid as shown in this figure. So dia punya induced EMF itu, it flows in the solenoid lah, because solenoid is a coil of wire. So it is a conductor, so the induced EMF or induced current will flow through it, as long as there is a movement, because it will cut the magnetic flux inside. This one is moving into. So to determine dia punya direction, to determine the deflection of the galvanometer, at first, this one we will use right hand grip rule. we will use right hand grip rule. So ini kan, for example, this one, the magnet is moving towards. The magnet is moving towards the solenoid. So based on Lenz's law, the induced current will try to oppose any changes that produces try to oppose any changes on it. So macam ini kita buat analogy, konsep dia mau tidak mau. Okay, mau tidak mau. So for example ini diagram, this one the magnet is moving towards the solenoid. So itu solenoid, because it doesn't want any changes, it opposes any changes on it, it will try to apa? Ada dua option saja. So whether it will try to repel or it will attract. Which one? If the magnet is moving towards the solenoid, what will the solenoid do in order for it to oppose the changes on it?
Repel.
It will try to repel. Dia tidak mau. Oke, dia tidak mau. Kalau dia tidak mau, what will it do? What magnetic pole will be produced on this end for it to repel? Not, kan? Not. So nanti kan ada soalan tanya, what is the magnetic pole produced on the left side or the right hand side? Do not answer with symbol N ataupun S. You have to write in full whether it is north ataupun south. Takut nanti kamu pemeriksa bilang kan nanti kamu kehilangan marka if you just write N ataupun S, because N in physics also represent number of turns. So better kamu tulis dia punya full punya word lah, not. Okay, so in order for it to repel, the magnet going into it, so this side here will be north, and at the other end there is south. So now to determine the punya direction of the induced current, you will use Fleming's right hand grip rule. Mana satu right hand grip rule to get this one? This is your right hand. Your thumb is pointing to the direction of north. Okay, so I will use this figure lah to make you understand. Sudah? Inilah. Senang. Okay, your thumb is pointing north. Okay, kamu ikutlah. If in the diagram, yang sebelah kanan itu adalah north, so your thumb should be pointing on the right hand side also, pointing north. Okay, so your other fingers is actually indicating the direction of the induced current, which is going downwards. Okay, which is going downwards. So kita apalah, you draw dia punya arrows all going downwards. Ini semua yang di sebelah depan. Okay, sebelah depan, so it means that it will go there and also go there. Okay, so yang blue arrow that I have just drawn just now is the direction of the induced current. Blue arrow. Blue arrow is direction induced current. Okay, so galvanometer, what is the function of galvanometer? Recall back, apa dia punya function of galvanometer? Lupa sudah?
To measure the direction of electron flow.
Okay, to measure the direction of electron flow, which is the opposite of the direction of the induced current. So like in this figure, direction of the induced current is from left to right. So galvanometer punya deflection will be pointing in the opposite direction, which means that it will be deflected to the left. Okay. Oke, yang dalam KBSM, itulah dia punya kesilapan is the deflection of the galvanometer, it follows the direction of the induced current. So that's why bikin bingung mula-mula, but when I read it back, so inilah yang betul punya. Yang the ones in your textbook SSM is the correct ones. Okay, so ini paham sudah? You understand this one? Konsep dia adalah mau tidak mau. So you remember if the magnet is going into the solenoid will try to oppose any changes on it. So it will try to repel the magnet. So it will create the same pole as the end of the magnet. Okay. Now, ada lagi satu contoh itu, which is the magnet is moving away, but I will refer to the next punya diagram. Okay. So, ini nanti kita tengok balik. Ini Faraday's law. Wait, come back here dulu. Page 157. Look at page 157. Okay, so we try to determine the direction of the induced current in a straight wire by using Fleming's right-hand rule. Okay, kita tengok ni the first one dulu, yang on the left-hand side. Okay, you try to use your Fleming's right-hand rule. Your thumb pointing upwards because the motion of the wire is pointing upwards, and then your index finger is pointing north to south, pointing to the left, and your middle finger is pointing the direction of the induced current. Okay, ngam kan? Okay, now the deflection of the galvanometer will be the opposite from the direction of the induced current, which is deflected to the left. Ngam kan? Direction, I put here, direction of induced current from mana? To the right. So deflection of galvanometer to the left. Okay, so it is always opposite from one another. Okay, second diagram. This one, how? This one, the magnet is moving, but the conductor is stationary. So again, itu direction yang mana satu yang kita consider di sini? The direction of the magnet moving or the direction of the conductor moving in the magnetic field? Conductor kan, we still refer to the conductor punya movement, even though it is stationary and the magnet is moving, but we consider the movement of the conductor in the magnetic field, it is going where? Upwards or downwards? Upwards kan? If the magnet is moving downwards, then the conductor will be as if it is moving upwards. So itu yang kita ambil into consideration. So your thumb is following the direction of the conductor's movement, which is going upwards. So the direction of the induced current is still the same like the one on the left. Okay, dia sama saja because we refer to the direction of the conductor. Okay, so deflection of the galvanometer, it is still pointing to the left because it has to be the opposite direction with the direction of the induced current. Okay, correct? Any problem for this diagram? Sama macam yang tadi lah kan tuh. Ya, oke. One thing kan yang Nina KSSM punya buku teks ini, itu the concept is all over the place. It is all over the place. So that's why I keep on jumping here and there punya pages because I want to connect itu dia punya konsep itu. Fleming's right hand rule. Okay, next page. Right. Ini kan. This one. Activity 4.13 to study the direction of the induced current in a solenoid. So this was actually the ones that I have given you the homework yang to determine the direction of the induced current in the solenoid and also the deflection of the galvanometer. So kita discuss dulu ini and then we discuss the questions lah and then we make some corrections on that questions. Okay, so what you will need is a galvanometer, a solenoid with a number of turns of coil and also a magnet. So kalau kamu tengok sini kan, it is not, the galvanometer is not connected to any batteries or power supply because we will be producing induced current. Dia macam itu generator lah. Generator, when we have blackout, tidak ada electricity, we will use generator to produce electricity. By, macam mana? By the turns of the coil kan, ada movement, as long as there is movement, so there will be induced current produced. And all the induced current will be stored inside the generator to be used when there is a power blackout. So itulah dia punya function di sini. The electromagnetic induction is to be applied in the working principle of a generator lah. Okay. So in this activity, there are two methods lah. So number one is by moving the north pole of the bar magnet. Yeah, moving the north pole of the bar magnet. Either it is moving towards the solenoid or moving away from the solenoid. And then you reverse the pole of the magnet and repeat the steps lagi lah, moving nearer or moving away. So we will try to determine the deflection of the galvanometer pointer and determine the polarity of the magnetic field at NA of the solenoid. Okay. Okay, so kita cuba guna itu soalan yang cikgu bagi kamu itu. Ini kan? This is the ones that I gave you, the questions. So kita buat pembetulan di sini ya. Because this one I refer back to KBSM punya syllabus. So there is some major corrections that you need to do here. Ini semua ngam, but yang tidak ngam di sini adalah the deflection of the galvanometer. Okay, the deflection of the galvanometer. This one is correct, but the deflection of the galvanometer, boleh kamu kasih buat pembetulan di sana. This one, it is not pointing to the left. Instead, it should be pointing where? It should be pointing to the right because galvanometer, the galvanometer punya deflection should be the opposite from the direction of the induced current. So this one should be deflected to the right. Okay, opposite the direction of the induced current. Okay, nanti kamu kasih betulkan dalam itu soalan. Okay, and then the other one, ini, if the magnet is moving away, if the magnet is moving away, so ingat balik itu konsep dia mau tidak mau. If the magnet is moving away, like this one, so sekarang itu solenoid, dia mau sudah. Dia mau, so what will it do? To attract the magnet towards it. To attract, it has to, dia perlu buat itu dia punya pole di sana tuh different, opposite pole. Because opposite poles attract. So kalau di sini adalah south, this one should be north. Okay, because opposite poles will attract. So after you have determined itu adalah north, so again you use your right hand grip rule. Use your right hand grip rule to determine the direction of the induced current. Macam yang cikgu tunjukkan sini nih lah. Okay, your thumb is pointing north and your other fingers is pointing the direction of the induced current, which is moving upwards. Moving upwards, and then in the coil it is moving down lah. At this part here, it is moving downwards. Okay, itu betul. Direction of the induced current is correct. But we need to do correction for this one. The deflection of the galvanometer. It should be pointing in the opposite direction. Opposite direction from the induced current. So it should be deflected to left. Okay, ngam sudah? Okay, sekarang kita try ya. We try and do this one. Okay, number one. You are given clue dari sini. You are given the direction of the induced current in the solenoid. Okay, so what is the pole on the left end of the solenoid? Use your right hand grip rule to determine itu dia punya pole. What pole is on the left hand side of the solenoid based on the direction of the induced current? North kan? Betul lah. So if we, kalau kita pakai itu tangan tadi itu, this one. So again, ya, dia tertinggal susana. So again, your thumb, this one is going upwards. Okay, your thumb is going upwards. So, sorry, your other fingers is pointing upwards, following the direction of this. So your thumb is pointing north. So you put here, north. And this part here, on the right hand side is south. Kamu kasih complete lah. Kalau ada north, mesti ada south. So, if the magnet is going into the solenoid, is trying to go into the solenoid, so what will be the pole of the magnet on the right hand side? North kan, because ini dia mau masuk, so konsep dia tidak mau. It opposes any changes on it. So this one will be north, this one will be south. Okay, so the deflection of the galvanometer is pointing where? To the left. Yes, it should be pointing left, which is opposite the direction of the induced current. All right. Next one. Ini yang kedua. This one, the magnet is moving away. Moving away. So you determine first the direction, the pole of the magnet on the left-hand side of the solenoid based on the direction of the induced current shown. Sama macam yang di atas kan? Same like this one. Ini. Okay, so this one is north, this one is south. Okay. So on the magnet, what is the pole of the magnet on the right-hand side? South. Why is it south? Because konsep dia adalah apa? Dia mau tarik kan? Nah, dia mau tarik because it opposes any changes on it. So this one is south, this one is north. And the deflection of the galvanometer, macam yang tadi juga tuh, it will be deflected to the left. Deflected to the left because it is the opposite direction of the induced current. Kan? Ya. Okay, this one, yang ketiga. Can you determine what is the magnetic pole on the left-hand side of the solenoid based on the deflection of the galvanometer? North kan? Macam yang di atas lah nih kan? Same like above. Same like above. So it should be this one going up, going up, going up, going up. Opposite direction. So it should be this one is north, this one is south. Now, the magnetic pole on the right-hand side of the magnet. Also north kan? Because ini moving into the solenoid, so it will try to oppose any changes on it, so it will try to repel. So repel, it has to be the same pole. Same pole will repel each other. So sudah dapat lah begini. 3 marks. 3 marks for this one. Any question for this part here? Ada Papa Solan? You understand already? No questions, huh? Okay, next page. Ini. Diagram A and diagram B. So what will be the magnetic pole on the left-hand side of the solenoid if the magnet is moving into the solenoid? Suka pula dia kasih note di sana kan? Yeah, because it will try to oppose any changes on it, so it will try to repel. So direction of the induced current, moving up or moving down? Moving up by using your right hand grip rule. So this one should be moving up, this one moving down. Deflection of the galvanometer will be pointing where? To the left. Okay, so it will be deflected to the left. Okay, settle. So kalau ini sama saja, but apa differences dia? What is the difference between diagram A and diagram B? Diagram B, you use 2 magnets, and it is also trying to go into the solenoid. So what will happen to the deflection of the galvanometer in diagram B? What will happen to the deflection there? Ini masih juga sama. This one is north, this one is south, still going up. Masih juga sama. But the deflection, what will happen? It is still pointing to the left, but apa differences there between diagram A and diagram B punya deflection? Any idea? If you use 2 magnets, it means that the magnetic field is getting stronger. So the deflection of the galvanometer also indicates the strength of the magnetic field. So if you use 2 magnets, the deflection will increase or decrease? It should be, yes, it should increase lah. So dia punya apa tuh, size will be, yeah, more deflected. More deflected. Okay, so mesti ada dia punya differences di sana lah in terms of dia punya size of deflection. Because you are using 2 magnets means that the strength of the magnetic field is stronger, so the deflection should be bigger also to indicate that a stronger magnetic field is going into the solenoid. Okay, so based on the diagram, for A, question A, compare the direction of the induced current in diagram A and diagram B. So how should you answer that question? Apa dia punya jawapan? Dia minta direction kan? So, direction in both diagram is pointing. Okay, Vanessa, ngam lah. Kau punya sentence can be accepted lah. Both are the deflection of the galvanometer in both diagrams pointing to the left, but the deflection in diagram B is bigger than diagram A, ataupun vice versa lah. Okay, so because the question asks to compare, so you have to compare between the two diagrams. Okay, ngam lah. Macam Vanessa bilang. Okay, physics law use. Kalau dia bilang law, Sean bilang, what if you put diagram B is greater than diagram A? So boleh, but you have to apalah dulu kasih state what is your apa tuh sentence di depan itu. You can write macam ni. Deflection of, you write this one first and then barulah in greater than diagram A. Baru boleh. Yeah, directionnya the same, but yeah. So macam yang Anya tulis sana tu, both B and A are deflected to the left, but B is greater than A. Itu macam ada missing sentence, so you have to include this one, deflection of galvanometer. Sebab kalau dia tanya Nina, direction of induced current is actually apa tuh, clockwise ataupun anti-clockwise, based on the two diagrams. Direction of the induced current is moving apa? Clockwise or anti-clockwise? Yes, Leandra. Memang pasal dia punya direction of the induced current. So, based on the two diagrams, what is the direction of the induced current? Clockwise or anti-clockwise? Direction dia begini kan? Kan? Yeah. So it is actually anti-clockwise. Okay, anti-clockwise. Yeah. So you write there, direction of the induced current in both diagrams is the same, which is anti-clockwise. And the deflection of the galvanometer, kalau ditanya deflection of the galvanometer, so you write down yang inilah. Deflection of galvanometer in diagram B is greater than in diagram A. And both pointing to the left. All right. So physics law, kalau dia minta law, so you just write down there Lenz law. No need ini. Tidak payah. So just put there Lenz law. Okay. But if you still put macam ini, tidak wrong juga lah. It's not wrong. Okay. All right. Next. Last one, last page. We try and do this one. So determine first the magnetic pole on the left-hand side of the magnet, solenoid. This one, the magnet is going into the solenoid. So apa dia punya magnetic pole? No answer. Okay. North Pole, so this one is south. So same like just now. So means that the direction of the induced current is pointing upwards. Deflection of the galvanometer will be pointing to the left. Okay. Ini the magnet is moving away. So on the left hand side, the magnetic pole is south. This one is not. Direction of the induced current it goes down, going down, going up. So deflection of the galvanometer okay to the right. Okay, okay, last question, this one, before we end our session tonight. What is the magnetic pole produced at P? Not kan? Yeah. Because this one is not, this one, the solenoid will try to oppose any changes on it. So, kalau dia tanya magnetic pole, so you have to write in full. And then this one should be south pole. Okay, induced current direction in the solenoid. Going up, going down? Going down. Down, 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 down. So, last one, deflection of the galvanometer. Yes, should be deflected to the left. Okay. No question for this one, kan? Okay, no question. Because this one, we will try to continue next week on Tuesday. Ini yang di page 159 is like the ones that we have just did just now. Dia punya direction of the galvanometer. Okay. Deflection of the galvanometer is always opposite with the direction of the induced current. Okay, so this is in your textbook. Now, yang apa tuh kan? KBSM. This is what was written in KBSM. Did you notice? Dia punya apa tuh? Deflection of the galvanometer is following the direction of the induced current. Following direction of the induced current. Ini yang di KBSM. So we have justified dia punya apalah correction just now. So we follow what is written in your textbook. We follow this one. So galvanometer, the deflection of the galvanometer is always in the opposite direction of the induced current direction. We stick to this one. Okay, so ini sajalah for tonight. I just want to clarify yang inilah. This one saja. Any question? No more question? Okay, so no more question. Okay, pengetua mau remind kamu about the dialog prestasi tomorrow morning. So please wake up early because the Google Meet for the dialog prestasi will start at 7:30 lah, 7:30 until 9:30. So please wake up early. You have to join the Google Meet with your parents. And untuk yang 4 orang itu that will go for the Bible knowledge quiz. So please tell your parents to join the dialog prestasi. Yeah, students also join to Anya. Both student and also parents. Ya, pengetua itulah pengetua dia specifically ask us all of you to remind your parents lah to join. Mesti ada. So you'll be joining with 5Bs lah in the session, in the first session. Okay, everyone got the link already kan? What is stated in the letter? Mbak, jangan lupa bangun awal besok pagi. Okay, so that's all for tonight lah. Thank you. And good
Thank you,
night.
teacher.
Yes.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you, teacher.
Yes.